call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. A strike downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And he hauls it in inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands, and the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! He got a step and just dusted the field. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Take over and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Scanning the field, it's Lacy. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds some fresh air. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. And the team
couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled him. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Tuggle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Look out, he's got room. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now he's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Turning it on! Got enough space! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
To the air, it's Lacy. The short hands, it's Winston. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Under fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Steal the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. And
the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes a handoff. It's Frazier. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
This time it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. Makes the grab. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They want to throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Lacy. Fires it down the seam. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Got a man. It's Wiley. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Bulldogs are flying down the field. The run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that get double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That one comes out hot down the right side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Caught near the sticks. It's McCutcheon. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's White. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Finds a man on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it.
He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got it! Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. It's complete. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He caught it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Lacy. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's McCutcheon. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.